I have two daughters. One is 10 and one is 13. They're both gay. I'm raising them gay. It's my choice. Most people raise their kids straight. I'm raising mine gay. We're starting out at gay. They can do whatever they want later on. But as long as they're in my house. I keep a strict gay household. I tell them every night, good night, honey, you're gay. Okay? You're gay. That's right. Brush your gay teeth, honey. Good night, gay honey. You're gay. Daddy loves you as long as you're gay. I like getting older, though, because for me, the kind of guy I am, getting older makes my life better. You know, like my sex life, way better at 45. Because of the kind of, look, because this situation is okay at 45. This is not a fun kind of a 17-year-old to be. And some people, their life is better when they're younger. You know, young dudes, young skinny dudes. Best life in the world is being a young skinny dude. They don't have to do anything. They just show up with a big Adam's apple and a smelly t-shirt. Hey, I'm here for the easy pussy for the rest of my life. So where do I, oh, everywhere? Okay, cool. But for guys like me, this is not a fun youth. It gets better. I'd like to make one of those It Gets Better ads for just dumpy young guys. We could use a little help, a little encouragement, just somebody on TV. Listen, man, I know it's tough right now. You're vaguely heavy with no face. You have zero value on the sexual marketplace. You feel invisible to the girls in school because you are. But it gets better because you all grow up and you pretty much look just like this your whole life. And they don't. Their options start running out really fast, and you're gonna be there. As long as you stay relatively employed and washed, you're gonna be amazing. In your 40s, you're gonna be the branch that she can grab before she hits the ground. It's gonna be so great. It just takes time for her circumstances to match your looks, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. When real shit matters, you're gonna be the sexiest motherfucker in the world. It's just time, that's all it takes. There's a formula to this. It's pussy plus time over income squared.
One time I had a gay dream, though, because you can't control what you dream about. I had this dream that I was in Italy. It's a really weird dream. I'm in Italy, like in an outdoor cafe with a friend, and these two young boys pull up like on scooters, like, you know, and they go, "Come swimming with us. We're going to go swimming." And it's a dream, so you just go along. I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I get on the back of some kid's scooter, and we go up in the mountains. And they're in this lake, and they take off their clothes, and they go, "Come into the water! The water is beautiful!" So we start swimming with these gay kids. And I asked my friend, is this gay to do this? To, like, swim with young Italian boys? And my friend in my dream, he goes, "No, we're just hanging out." And I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, so I'm making out with one of the kids, right? And it hits me, of course this is gay! What the fuck am I thinking about? How could I have made this mistake?
I'm 45 now, so I'm either halfway through a healthy life or almost done with not so healthy life. I don't know which one. I won't know till it's over where this was. I don't know how long I'm gonna live. I don't know. Nobody knows, I guess. I think human life expectancy is pretty good. We get a good run, you know? Some people die early, you know? If I die now, people will be like, "Oh, that's too bad." If I die 5 years from now, they'll be like, "Well, all right." Like, it's not even, it's, like, as soon as you're 50, you're a candidate. You know there's no candlelight vigils for 50-year-old guys that die. And you start pushing in the area. And you know, some people get to be like 80s, 90s. You know, there are people that get to like 114 and then they're in the news. And it's always some old guy. I met Napoleon. No, you didn't. You liar. You oldest liar in the world. But 45, you know, you're not old yet, but you start having moments where you kind of start getting what old is. Especially if you didn't take care of yourself, you know? I have moments where I'm like, wow, this seems early for this. Like, this is something that happens to me a lot. I'll be sitting watching TV or doing nothing, and all of a sudden I'll realize, I need to wipe my ass right now. I mean, nothing happened, but I really gotta wipe my ass right now. Right now. Gotta make trips to the bathroom just to wipe my ass. How did this happen already? I'm 45. Already my asshole's just like, ugh. My asshole's like the waistband on old pajama bottoms. Just kind of loose and ineffectual. My asshole's like a bag of leaves that nobody tied up. It's just sitting on the lawn, full and open, puking leaves onto the grass with every wisp of wind. Some kid kicks it over on his way home from a tough day at middle school. Rats. It's a pretty accurate description of my asshole. Here's another thing about my age right now. If I'm, say I'm sitting down. If I'm sitting anywhere, which I love sitting so much. I would take sitting and doing nothing to standing and fucking any day. This is way better than coming. This is way better. This is what, in my age, if I'm sitting down and somebody tells me I need to get up and go in another room, I need to be told all the information why first. You gotta explain all of that shit to me. What, why do I, what, no, why though? Your car's being towed right now. Well, that's what happens to me then. I accept that. Because getting up is a whole thing. It means first I have to decide, do I really want to be alive anymore? Like, let's start with that. And then I gotta start kind of rocking to get momentum. Like I'm trying to get an old Honda out of a snowbank.
I always seem to get in trouble with people. I don't know what happens to me. I was in traffic once, and a guy behind me lost his mind. That ever happen to you? The guy behind you in traffic just decides that you're the problem? It's you. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting in this car, and there's 50 cars ahead of me before any light. And the guy behind me just starts beep, 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 beep. I look at him, and he's honking just at me. He's amazed that I'm not going. He's going, go! Jesus! Just go! Screaming out his window at me. Like I'm driving all 50 cars there, you know? I'm pushing them like shopping carts in a parking lot. What does he think? He keeps yelling, go! And I'm trying to do that thing. What? I can't. What do you want? What do you want? Why are you... But it just made him madder. He was like purple and crazy. And I'm laughing at him, you know, till he gets out of his car. He's one of these guys, gets out of his car, comes up to my car, starts screaming at me, move it! Move it! And what am I gonna say back? what's going to be my argument that's going to make them see clearly, you know? Well, I can't because of all the cars. I'm not able to get through the cars because they're solid. They're made of solid material. You know what I mean? And he's gonna go, oh yeah, no, I didn't know they were solid. That's right. Yeah, you can't drive through the cars. I'll just go back to my car and wait. I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen. But he kept yelling at me, so I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna argue with this guy. I'll argue with him, but I'm gonna argue about something else. I'm not gonna have his argument. I'm gonna have mine. So he goes, move it! And I go, well, give me back my jacket! And he stopped. And I was like, yeah, you got my jacket! Give it back! Now! I want it! He got scared. Got back in his car and he locked his doors, so, you know, that's what I do from now on. You know what's funny to me? The people get angry that there are gay people that they don't even know. Some people get so angry, like somehow that someone's gay, like thousands of miles away, like fucks them up. There's guys that just like, hey, someone's sucking a cock, damn it! Ah! I know it! Someone's fucking a guy up the ass. Ah! Like, I can understand it if, like, two guys are blowing each other on your lawn where you're trying to cut, you know? Oh, come on, I can't cut there. Someone's got to stop these gay people from this behavior. It's not right. I was talking to my friend about my neighbor once, and I asked him, do you think he's gay? And my friend goes, yeah, he's really gay. What does that mean? How do you get to be really gay? Are there levels? Or you start out a little, I'm just a little gay, I don't know, just only a little, I just feel like touching a penis, that's all, just like that, just a little tiny touching of the penis. Then one day you're taking it up the ass, jerking off two guys and blowing somebody all at the same time, and you realize, wow, I'm really gay. Boy, I am the gayest man in the world. I am faggotor, no one is gayer than me. That's a very gay person right there.
Anyway, that's all history. Sex for me, it's gone. It's just me and my wife, and it's sad because my wife is beautiful. I love to look at her and I feel for her. She's gorgeous. She really is. She just turned 40 and she looks awesome. And it's not because she looks younger than 40. She looks 40 on the nose. But I like that. I didn't know I would, but I find her really sexy. I like that. I like women. It's a huge turn on. She's got gray streaks in her hair, and I find that sexy. I really do. She's got strong arms from picking up the kids. She's strong and sexy on a whole other level, you know? She's changing. She smells different. She used to have blue eyes. They're black now. She's like intense, kind of crazy looking, you know? And all these lines in her face from all the shit I did to her, you know? She's got character. She looks like one of those pictures from the Depression of the Dust Bowl farmers, you know? She's intense. I like it. It turns me on. That's what I like now. I like women, you know? Girls, I'm done. Long time ago. 22-year-old girls, God bless you. Go do a shot, whatever the fuck you do with your time. Woo! That's not me anymore. I like women. And I know that that's offensive to 22-year-old girls. They're like, I don't want women. I'm 22. I'm totally a woman. I study women's issues and I'm a woman. Not to me, sorry. To me, you're not a woman until you had a couple of kids and your life is in the toilet. That's really when you become a woman, is when people come out of your vagina and step on your dreams. You're still standing after that shit. You are a woman. If you're still going to clubs and you have a ponytail or a little dress, you're standing outside of a club waiting to get in, it's 2 degrees, you got no jacket, a little dress, it's gonna be great in there. You're a girl. I want to give you a sweater and a ride home. I don't want to fuck you, I'll jerk off to you, but I don't want to fuck you and get involved with a girl. I do want to fuck you, but you won't fuck me, so fuck you anyway. But
I'll totally fuck you. But there's just a difference between girls and women, and it's not about age. Like there's a reason why they call it Girls Gone Wild. You notice there's no Women Gone Wild, because no one would fucking buy the Wild Women DVD. Because when girls go wild, they show their tits to people. When women go wild, they kill men and drown their kids in a tub. That's what wild women do. They don't show their tits to nobody. They fuck with their bras on. It's a whole other thing. Try taking your 40-year-old wife's picture when she comes out of the shower. Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here! It's not funny. She's not, you thought it would be cute? Like, no, she's like, fuck off! Sorry. Because she doesn't have tits anymore. She has breasts that need to be checked and maintained. I get bills for my wife's breasts. That's some grown-up woman shit right there. Girls have the titties with the little perky nipples, and that's awesome. But you're not a woman till you got long, chewed-up nipples. And you're not a man till you suck one of those fucking things either, by the way. Thank you very much, folks. I hope you had a good time. Thank you. Good night. That is, you are what you are, you know. I mean, I'm 40 now, and that's, you know, I mean, I'm 40. I'm half dead, basically. 40's a weird age. You get to this point where, like, you're not old enough for anybody to give a shit that you're old. Nobody's like, I helped a 40-year-old guy today, and it felt really good to do something for him. Nobody spends their holidays delivering hot meals to 40-year-olds. And you're not young enough for anybody to ever be proud of you or impressed. They're just like, yeah, do your job, asshole. Nobody cares. That's what you're supposed to do. And the world looks at you, like when you're 40, if you go to the doctor, guess what? They don't try to fix anything anymore. They stop trying to fix shit. When you get to be 40, they just go, yeah, it starts to happen. They don't care. I went to the doctor because my ankle hurt, right? Now, if you're 20 and you have a bad shoulder, the doctor will reconstruct your shoulder through miracles of modern science. He'll take your ear and make a shoulder out of it. It's weird. But when you're 40, they just give you no options. They don't care. I went, because my ankle, like I was limping for like a month out of nowhere. And the doctor, he brings me in, he shows me an x-ray of my ankle. He's like, yeah, your ankle's just worn out. I was like, what do you mean, I injured my ankle? He's like, no, it's just shitty now. See that dark area? Ugh, it's all hardened. Yeah, they get like that. They're not good anymore. I was like, well, so just goodbye? Nothing? Is there nothing? You just, nothing? There's no, it's like incurable shitty ankle. That's it. And he goes, well, there's things you can do. You can stretch. For a half hour a day, you should stretch your ankle. I was like, how long will that take to fix it? He's like, no, you just do that now. That's just a new thing you do until you and your shitty ankle both die. I was like, dude, this hurts a lot. And he goes, well, you could take a leave. Just take a leave. You could buy it, just take it. And you can take whatever amount. It doesn't matter. Like, don't pay attention to the dosage. Like, really? He's like, yeah, you could take 10 a day, you'd be fine. He said take 10 a leave a day. I said, I heard, doesn't that stuff like hurt your intestines? He goes, oh yeah, it'll do some intestinal damage after a while. But you just gotta weigh that against how much you like your ankle not hurting. This is all totally true, by the way. This is exactly what happened. And at one point I was like, hey, what if I was like an athlete or something? He goes, you're not an athlete, so no to whatever else you were about to say. It's bleak. It's harder for old people. My grandmother's 95. She can't see out of her left eye. It just shut off. The last time we went to see her, she's like, I can't see out of my left eye. And we're all like, oh, hey, what was Christmas like in the 40s? Maybe run out the clock on the eye thing if we're lucky, you know? So I go to her doctor. He's right at the end of the hall. He's there always like 90 feet away from her. So I go to the doctor and I said, you know, she can't see out of her left eye at all. And I swear to God, he goes, well, she's probably got a bunch of tumors in her head. I swear to God. That's exactly what he said. I remember it because I was blown away by how none of his education he applied to this particular diagnosis. He said that she's probably got a bunch of tumors in her head. He's a doctor and he called it her head. He almost said fucking head. I swear to God, like that's what he was thinking. She's probably got a bunch of tumors in her fucking head. Oh, who gives a shit? That old cunt will be dead in a week. I ain't gonna get up from my desk. Because of her eye. What, does she need 2 eyes to see the shitty place you fucking put her because you don't love her enough? Anyway, I ain't there yet. I'm halfway there.
I was talking to this guy Jerry that I know, and he's one of these guys. You know those people who they sound like they're happy for you, but they sound like they're in pain also. You know people that talk like that. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I go, "Well, my sister is getting married." "Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's terrific." Yeah, and I think we're gonna have a baby. Oh my God! Ah! Ah! God bless you! Wow. Thanks, pal.
But I was raised Catholic, and I ended up walking away from that because I didn't like it. You know why? Because they tell you you're going to hell. And they tell little kids that. You're 5 years old in the church with all its majesty and all the buildings and the clothes. They go up to a 5-year-old and they're like, "Oh, you're going to hell. Oh, yeah. You're going right to hell." And you're 5 and you're like, "What did I do?" And the church is like, "You know what you did, you piece of shit." And you're going to full hell, too. There's no kids' hell, you understand? You're going right to the show. If you're 5 years old, you steal a crayon from your sister, and then you lie about it, you get hit by a truck, you're roommates with Hitler. There's no difference. There's no difference. They take you in a room, and they're pouring hot lead into Hitler's asshole. He's like, "Ah! And then you walk in there like, "All right, step up, it's your turn." Hitler's like, "Oh, good luck, little fella." Poor Hitler, man. I mean, at this point, he's been down there for 75 years. He's probably nice now. Hitler's probably nice to newcomers in hell, you know. "Hi, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah, okay." I was so scared of hell when I was a kid. I remember when I found out that gay people go to hell, according to the church, and I got scared. Because I'm not gay, but what if God thinks I'm gay? What if I come off a little queer to the Lord? What if he happens to glance at me when I hit my toe and I'm like, ow? He's like, huh, I know where you're going, you faggot. I mean, that's their thing. I don't believe that. God doesn't hate you because you're gay. God made you gay because he hates you. No. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. There's no God. Moral confidence. There's other ways to boost your moral confidence. Like you can do good things. Or, or not. You can help people all the time. You can help homeless people. There's a lot of homeless people here. There's a shitload of homeless people here. I mean, not in here. There's none in here. There's 0 in here. That's right. They can't come in here. Even with a ticket, they cannot come in here. They're not allowed in the places where we're allowed. That's what we all agree on. Everybody's like, I don't know what to do about the homeless, but they're not coming in here. They're not coming in here. They're outdoor people. They don't have... If you don't have your own indoors, you can't go in other people's indoors. They can't go where we go. There's places where you'll never see a homeless person. Like the airport. There's no homeless people at the airport. You go to the bus station, they're on the bus beside you. But at the airport, they can't even get to it. They can't even get to it. You never seen a homeless person at the airport? You never been at your gate and some guy's like, hey, man. I'm trying to get to Tokyo. Can you help me out? Just give me an aisle seat, brother. And they're all over the country, everywhere now. I've been on tour. I've seen them everywhere. I was in Phoenix, and it was during the summer, 120 degrees. And homeless people are just standing at the intersection with a sign, and they're just cooking. You can't even tell what race he was before it burnt off. And he's holding a sign that says, help, I'm on fire. But you're like, you're in a white BMW, like, I can't, sorry. There's glass here. I can't help because of the glass. And even here you drive by them. In New York, you walk right by them. So in New York, they're right there. They're in your space. They're in your world. And you got to make a choice. Every couple of blocks, you got to make a choice. You going to help or not? You got to keep shooting. Now, you got to put a limit on it somewhere because you're not going to help all of them. And you're not going to help any of them, really, with a few bucks. But there's always that, like, there's a homeless guy who lives, he doesn't live anywhere. But, I mean, he's, by definition, he's at large. But he's often seen. He's always on the corner by my house. Same guy, every day. And I walk past him every day on the way to the store. I go to the same store every day. I go to Claire's. I don't know if you know Claire's. It's a jewelry store for children. I go there every day. I buy a handful of scrunchies and I run home. Everything else I buy online. But anyway, when I walk by this homeless guy in the morning, he always goes, hey, man, can you help me out? And I go, sure, I give him $5. Then I go to the store. 5 minutes later, I walk by, and he says, hey, man, he doesn't remember, which is fine, but I don't want to give him another $5, you know? Because I only have a few million. I don't know why. I don't know why. I clearly should. I don't know what makes me go, You had your $5, young man. What am I going to spoil him? Sorry I'm being so negative.
I'm a bummer. I don't know. I shouldn't be. I'm a very, lucky guy. I got a lot going for me. I'm healthy. I'm relatively young. I'm white, which thank God for that shit, boy. That is a huge leg up. Are you kidding me? Oh, God, I love being white. I really do. Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. But let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. I've been enjoying that. I'm going to stick with white. Thank you. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome when I get there. That is exclusively a white privilege. Black people can't fuck with time machines. A black guy in a time machine is like, hey, anything before 1980? No, thank you. I don't want to go. But I can go to any time. The year 2? I don't even know what's happening then. But I know when I get there, welcome, we have a table right here for you, sir. Thank you. Oh, it's lovely here in the year 2. I can go to any time. In the past, I don't want to go to the future and find out what happens to white people because we're going to pay hard for this shit. You got to know that. We're not going to just fall from number 1 to 2. They're going to hold us down and fuck us in the ass forever. And we totally deserve it. But for now, whee! Now, if you're white and you don't admit that it's great, you're an asshole. It is great. And I'm a man. How many advantages could one person have? I'm a white man. You can't even hurt my feelings. What can you really call a white man that really digs deep? Hey, cracker. Oh, ruined my day. Boy, shouldn't have called me a cracker. Bringing me back to owning land and people. What a drag. I am married, though. That takes me down a few pegs. The other night, my wife sent me to Walgreens to get toilet paper because we were out of toilet paper because I had thrown it all in the garbage so I could get out of the house. So I'm driving to Walgreens. It was nighttime, and I'm driving, and then I see a deer, and fucking hate deer. I hate them because they're everywhere up there. I used to live in the city and I loved deer then because I was this liberal in the city and I'd see deer and you drive with your friends out to the country and you see a deer and everybody's like, oh my God, turn off the car, don't scare the deer. It's just so beautiful. Look at the beautiful deer. Look how he looks around. It's just so mysterious and beautiful. God gave us a gift, everybody. Just enjoy it and just enjoy the gift of the beautiful deer. But now I live in deer are in my fucking yard every day, and they suck. They're just rats with hooves. They don't matter. They have ticks that give you Lyme disease, and they shit everywhere, and they make a noise. Did you know that? They go, oh, they're assholes. They're shit animals. I go out every morning and throw rocks at them, and I try really hard to hit them on the head with rocks. And they don't care. They're like, they don't care. I don't have a gun, but if I did, I would shoot a baby deer in the mouth and feel nothing. I wouldn't feel anything. I just go, oh, look, he's dead. That's interesting. I guess that's what happens when you shoot him in the fucking mouth. I go out of my way to kill a deer. I would happily blow 20 guys in an alley with bleedy dicks so I could get AIDS and then fuck a deer and kill it with my AIDS. I would do that in a second. I mean it. I mean it. So I see this deer, and this is how dumb these deer. I hit him with the headlights, and he does that whole thing. And then he won't just go. He's like, can I go? Is it okay if I go? Like and I'm like, fucking go! Go! He's like, go! I'm like, just go! And then I start kind of getting away from him, and then I see him, and he looks at me, and he panics. I swear, and he ran and smashed his body into my fucking car. Like, just fucking destroyed my mirror, just shattered my mirror, broke his neck. I heard him break his own fucking neck, and then he just dragged his stupid deer head into the woods, and he died. And I'm glad he's dead. I was glad right away. I got out of my car, I did, and I yelled into the woods, I'm glad you're dead, you fucking idiot! I hope your dear wife finds you dead and dies of a broken heart. I hope your dear baby starved to death. You broke my mirror, you faggot, cunt, nigger deer. So I go to Walgreens. I just kept going.
When you have kids, you also have to belong to kid and parent culture. You have to know a lot of parents and a lot of other kids. You have to hang out with other kids. Sometimes they're not even kids you know. Like when I go to parks with my kids, I play with them. I play with my kids. Some people don't do that. They neglect they just take their kids to the parks so they don't have to talk to them, and those kids kind of glom on to our shit. Like I'll be sitting at the park playing a fun game with my kids, and then there's this woman over in a bench, and she's got her phone, she's just staring at her phone, and her kid's like, Mommy, talk, just leave me alone, I'm trying to cheat on your father, stop it. And then the kid comes up to us, can I be in your family? It's creepy. One time I was at a swimming pool with my kids, a public pool, and I had my daughter, my 6-year-old, on my arm like this, she was like clamped on, and she's kicking, it was so much fun. And then she got off, and another random child just clamped on. I was like, bleh! It's like a rat. Get off of me. But I love you. I don't know you, kid. Stop it. I think the kid's dead. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Some kids in my kids' class, I like some of those kids. Some of those kids are cool. They come over to my house, they play with I like them. Other kids I don't like, especially little boys. Little boys in my kids' class, I hate them. I hate little boys. I'm like the opposite of a pedophile. I just hate. There's one kid in my daughter's class who I hate so much. And it's really fucked up because I'm 44 and I hate a 6-year-old. I mean, I hate him with a grown-up, preoccupying hate. I've thought about him 3 times since I came out here. That's how much I really hate this kid. I'm gonna tell you about him, and I have to make up a name because he's a real child who lives in this city, so I have to make up a name in order to tell the story about him. His name is just Zan the Puss. Let's just call him just Zan the Puss. Fine. Okay. He's in my daughter's class. They're in 1st grade. And when we take our kids to class, there's a little procedure. You bring your kid to school, and they have their backpack and their jacket, and they go to their cubby, and they take it all off, and they put it in the cubby. Then they take their the homework folder and their lunchbox and put them in the bins. Those are their little responsibilities. You help them do it, so they'll blah, 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 blah. But Jazan the Puss, when he comes in, he doesn't do none of that shit. He just walks in and just sheds it all. He just... And his mom, his weak piece of shit mom, picks it all up. I hate his mother. Because you hate a weak parent when you're a parent. Because it's like, you're raising Hitler, motherfucker. Do your job. Get in there. If our parent group in our class were a platoon of soldiers, she'd be the one that we'd put soap bars and socks and... We'd frag that bitch in her sleep. She would wash right the fuck out. She wouldn't make it. When Jazan the puss drops his shit, this bitch picks it up. She just goes, oh, Jazan the puss. He does like you, I'm just doing a thing. I'll get it though, and then I'll put it all in the bins for him. And she puts it all away for him, which frees him up to punch other kids in the face. Because he's a shitty, horrible, violent child. One time I was at school and I was volunteering at recess. It's something that you do, you know, if you're a good parent, about once a month or whatever it is, you go to school and you just stand there, you watch recess, you masturbate, whatever you want to do. That is now the worst thing. That's the worst thing now. Now that's the worst thing I ever said. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll find it. I mean, you could. It's a public school. Nobody would even give a shit. But I haven't thus far. Hasn't gotten that bad. Anyway, I'm watching Recess, and Recess is a trip. If you've never been to Recess, it's intense because it's like the universe. Like, you know, if you watch the ocean crash waves on the beach for a long time, you start feeling like you're understanding how everything works. That's what Recess is like, because every natural chaotic energy is represented at recess. There's kids swirling around in these big roiling crazy things. There's one kid just spazzing out, just as some singularity kid, just it's a binary system of two kids holding hands and they're running and just clotheslining every child at a certain height. They're keeping a uniform height to the playground. So I'm watching Recess, and I see Jazan the puss, and he's walking with this evil... This kid is like evil, stuck out of time. He's like... I always picture him in a gray fur coat with bones in it, and lots of rings from people that he killed, and just walking. And then I see my daughter, and she's standing there just by herself. And there's Jazan the puss, and I know he's going for her. It was like an action movie thriller thing. Dun, 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 dun. And I think to myself, I gotta go there and I gotta protect her. But then I thought, let him do a little something first. Let him do just a little something because I want this kid in my life. I want a reason. I want aerial photos of him doing some shit to my family that I can bring to the UN and get authority to waterboard this little motherfucker. I want to get him on a flight to Venezuela with an envelope on his head and duct tape and all that shit. So anyway, he goes for her, grabs her arm, starts twisting it. She goes, nah! I run over. I'm just knocking kids over. I run, grab him. And I look in his little face and I go, listen to me, Jazan the puss. If you ever in your life touch her again. And as I'm doing this, I realize this is not cool that I'm doing this. This is totally inappropriate. It's really wrong. It's way over the top. It's too grown up. I mean, it's like he's a drug dealer in my building that I finally fucking... This ends now, motherfucker. I will cut you. I don't care. And he just starts crying pitifully, and I just walked away from him. I just got away. And then all the teachers, everybody that gathers around, Jazan the puss, what's wrong with you? And he's like, and he couldn't articulate it because he's not getting educated. Fuck him. I was there going, yeah, you could have told on me, bitch, but you're too stupid now, which is your own fault. You future ditch-digging piece of shit. Oh, I'm gonna love watching you grow up into nothing, motherfucker. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna fuck your mom and not call her, too. I'm gonna ruin her summer. I'm gonna fuck your mom twice and then never call her. And I don't know your dad because he ran out on you, but I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna turn myself gay, and then I'm gonna fuck him too. I'm gonna suck his dick so good that he just has to change his whole life. And I'm gonna move into a place with him in the village for a couple of months, and totally, he'll cut off ties to all his life and start wearing cutoffs that are really tight, and and then I'll go to some Christian turn you not gay place, and then I'll come back and go, what's wrong with you, faggot, and make him feel bad inside. Like, what has he done? Well, you gotta protect your kids. You gotta look after them. You gotta protect your kids. You gotta do it, man. A lot of people talk the talk, but, you know. A lot of people say that shit. I would throw myself under a bus for my... Oh, yeah? Would you fuck another kid's dad and confuse him sexually and yourself sexually in the process? And use homophobia that you hate against another person just because some kid shoved your kid for a second? That's my baby girl. I gotta do it, son. I gotta suck that dick. That's my baby girl. I gotta do it for her. All right. I hate that child. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, what am I capable of? I'd like to think that I'm a nice person, but I don't know, man. A lot of it is context. There's a lot of things I wonder if the world was different. Like if murder was legal, I might have killed a few people. I don't know. I'd love to think, oh, I would never do that. But we really need the law against murder. For one simple reason. The law against murder is the number one thing preventing murder. We'd like to think it's because, like, oh, I would never do that. No, it's because it really sucks getting caught murdering. A lot. If murder was legal, or just a misdemeanor, like you get a thing in the mail, ah, shit, they had a camera there. Oh, well. If murder was legal, there would be so much murder. Regular people would murder. Murderers would murder even more. And then really nice, sweet people would murder a few people. But nobody would murder no people. You wouldn't trust somebody who didn't murder. If murder was legal, you wouldn't like them. I never killed anybody. Okay, nice meeting you. Ugh. What a creep. I mean, not even a hooker. Live a life. What's wrong with that guy? He's like a Mormon or some shit. I hate those guys. I think he's nice. Shut up, Janet. It would just... If murder was legal, there would be a lot of murder. Children would behave very differently. Because mostly parents would be murdering their own kids. That's mostly what would happen if murder was legal. You'd be, you know, you go to a mall, there'd be like 8 different moms in the mall just, I told you to stop it! You didn't listen to me! You'd be stepping over dead kids. It would be like a new problem. You have to clean up your kids when you kill them, because it's gross. It's bad for the environment. If you murder your child in a public place, please use one of the red bags that are in the dispensers every 3 feet of America. Put your murdered child in the red bag with a logo of a murdered kid on it. Next to the other logo that tells you not to let your alive kid play with a plastic bag because they might suffocate. In which case you could just leave them in the bag. That is a whole bunch of horrible thoughts right in a row. Right in a row. That is a compressed area of bad thought. I don't know. I like getting older, though. Life is an education, and if you're older, you're smarter. I just believe that. If you're in an argument with somebody and they're older than you should listen to them. It doesn't mean they're right. It means that even if they're wrong, their wrongness is rooted in more information than you have. They've been here longer. If you're older, you're smarter. How many people here by applause are 45 or older? 45 or older, applaud. Okay? That's about 60 people out of 2,400. Here's the interesting thing. There's way more. I can see you. There's so many more. This is Arizona. There are way more people in that demographic, but they didn't clap. Why? Because they're smart. They're sitting in the dark going, I don't have to clap. I don't have to do anything. They're not doing it. And they're right. You know why? Because never identify yourself. Never. Are you crazy? You don't know why I'm asking. How do you know what I'm... Okay, burn them all. Burn everybody over 45. How do you know I'm not going to do that? How many people here by applause are 40 or younger? 40 or younger, applaud. That's every time. Woo! Woo! Every time. That is a weird thing to celebrate in a room where you're not the only people here. That's like going to a cancer ward. Not me. Woo! I don't have it. I don't have it. If you're older, you're smarter. A 55-year-old garbage man is 1,000,000 times smarter than a 28-year-old with 3 PhDs. Especially smarter than him. Because this idiot has been thinking about 3 things for like 15 years. He's worthless. The garbage man is 55. He's had some experience. Things have happened to him. He went to Cape Cod one summer. He saw a dead guy floating in the motel pool. He took a bus to Montreal. He got a hand job at a fair from a miner. I mean a minor. Not a minor, a minor. You understand? A minor. A grown man who works in a mine with dirty hands jacked him off at a county fair. That's what I'm saying happened to the 55-year-old. You see? He's had some experience. He knows more. More has happened to him. He's seen more. He's seen history. He's witnessed history, even if it's not ancient history. He saw Nixon resign on live television. Me and those few people that clapped, we saw the President of America cry and then quit being the president. That shit was crazy. Because none of us knew what was going to happen next. Today, people like, the president's kind of disappointing. Really? Our president wept like an insane person and then got in a helicopter and flew away. And the whole nation just watched him go.
I'm going to do a couple impressions for you guys. All right. This first one, this is my impression of a superhero being propositioned by a hooker. All right, a superhero being propositioned by a hooker. Hey, baby, want to have a good time? No! All right, now this is a... This is a guy who doesn't know how to match his face to what he's saying. It's a guy who doesn't know how to match his face to what he's saying. You guys get out, the place is burning down. Here's a guy who doesn't know if he's from Alabama or Brooklyn. Doesn't know if he's from Alabama or Brooklyn. Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, bud. Hey, buddy, how you fucking doing, eh? I don't know. I don't like to do anything where my ass is involved in any way. Just my ass. That's my jurisdiction, is my ass. My ass is a very important part of my life. It can fuck up like weeks, you know? Like I was staying in a hotel and the soap was really nasty and I had an itchy asshole for like a week and I could have won $1 million. I still would have been going, fuck my asshole! It itches! I wanted to like eat bad food so I would like fart to scratch it. That's how itchy it was.
I had a dream the other night. I had a dream that I was a little Japanese girl. I did. I'm not usually somebody else in my dream, but in this dream I was way not me. I was a little 7-year-old Japanese girl. And I remember I was like walking around and I was scared because there's these guys with swords and they're cutting the heads off of children. And I was like,
Oh, scared. Oh, it's a man with a sword.
I mean, I can't help, it's a dream. I can't help. I dream in black and white and stereotypes. I can't help it.
Oh, I'm so scared.
And the guys with the swords are like, whoa, whoa, and they're cutting the heads off of children. I was like, oh. But also, they have these chocolate coconut donuts, and they're eating them. And I was like, oh. But also, I was like, oh, I want those fucking donuts. Like the real, you know, I wanted to really ask them for a donut, but I was scared of having my head cut off. So I guess it just means be yourself. I think that's what the dream meant. That's as much as I could figure out about it.
My wife and I, we've been married for about 9 years now, so we're almost done. And after 9 years and 2 kids, you start looking at each other like, no, I'm not gonna just keep doing this. Who would do that? We went to therapy for a while, and the therapist was like, one day he goes, you should go on a date. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going. I did go on a date with my wife, and I don't think I'm gonna call her again. It wasn't really fun. Some things do get easier as you've been married for a while. You start to understand each other better, and you start looking at yourself more. You spend a lot of your marriage looking at the other person and trying to change them or figure them out. And then you start realizing what you're bringing to the table, and you blame them less for shit, you know? Like, my wife will never fuck me again. I know that now. But I just feel differently about it. I used to get mad. I used to be like, she hasn't fucked me in months. How could she do that to me? Now I look at myself, and I'm like, how did she fuck me for years? She fucked me for years. She couldn't possibly have enjoyed most of those fucks. Which means she took about 500 for the team. You gotta respect that shit. I think it's hard for women to have sex if they don't feel like it. It's not a skill they have generally. Men have it, that's just different. We have different sexual skills. Men can fuck whatever, we don't care. We'll fuck you if we don't like you, everybody knows that. But we'll fuck you even if we don't feel like fucking you. Even if we're not hard. Like, I'll fuck you, give me a second, I'll find a way. We don't care. We'll fuck it. Things.
We'll fuck a rusty keyhole nailed to a donkey's ass. We don't give a shit. We are jizz on demand. We just have we don't care. Women have another skill, which is that they can decide whether or not to have sex with their minds, which is amazing to me. A woman can decide not to fuck in the middle of fucking. That is so weird to me that they can just stop because of some other shit that distracted them. If I'm fucking you, you could show me a picture of you cutting my mom's head off. And I'll be like, whoa. As soon as I come, we're gonna have a talk about that picture. That's really...
My wife and I were thinking of having a baby, and I'd like to have a kid, because you can name your kid anything you want. I like that part. I'd like to give my kid an interesting name, you know? Like a name with no vowels, maybe, you know? Just like... Just like 40 Fs, that's his name. Go clean your room, you know, something like that. Some people name their kid a word like sunshine or battery or something like that, like they use a word. I'd like to name my kid a whole phrase, you know? Something like ladies and gentlemen. That would be a great name for a kid. That way when he gets out of hand, I get to go, ladies and gentlemen, please, and stuff like that. And I would like that. This is my son, ladies and gentlemen.